I don't know. I didn't really go to high school. Yeah, and I kind of dropped out.
What do you do?
I'm a nail technician.
A what technician? Oh, nails.
I mean, I'm pretty successful. So, I mean, other than people's judgment of me, like, dropping out, being a high school dropout, that's about it. But I'm doing great.
As long as you're able to, like, feed yourself, like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
My high school really didn't help. I have severe ADHD, and I need help with shit, and no one helped me, so I dropped out. But I'd say kind of important, yeah.
My high school experience was not the best. There wasn't a lot of time in it. I left in my second year of high school. Family circumstances, things were going on at home, and I didn't have the time for that.
Oh god, that's a big one. I guess it was kind of important in like how I turned out as a person. Did I enjoy it? No. It was important. Didn't really like it. Well, I guess I discovered a lot about myself. Like, found out that I was a lesbian in high school. I developed a lot of anxiety issues as well, though, just because of how the social environment was.
After my first semester, my mom kicked me out of the house. So I moved out with a friend. After I moved out, at that time I was working at Chick-fil-A in the kitchen. I had become a team leader at Chick-fil-A in the kitchen, so I was getting paid decent, you know what I'm saying? I was working there for probably 4 years, like all through high school, and then once I was 18, that's when my mom kicked me out, so I had to move out. She just gave me like a month, you know, to find a place, move out. So I moved out. And then after that, I realized shortly after that bills are literally a fucking bitch, bro. Like, that shit is damn near impossible, so can't work Chick-fil-A anymore. Had to go find another job. I started working at a place called 1-800-GOT-JUNK. You know, I was working probably 12 hours every day, 6 days a week, just to, you know, be able to keep up with paying my bills.
So I didn't believe it in high school when they said it goes by so quick, but it goes by quick. And then suddenly you're like 24 and you're like, holy shit. Remember when we didn't have to pay bills? Exactly. Do not autopilot that shit. You only got 4 years of high school. That's not a lot of time.
High school was very important to me. I learned that, you know, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. So, once I graduated, I really discovered myself. So, yeah.
Only a small percentage of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you end up liking this video, consider subscribing.
Not important at all, man. Literally not important in the slightest. I literally was working the entire time through, playing video games like 12 hours a day as well when I wasn't working. And this is the hardest part to tell people, because there's always people who are like, I know I'm a smart person, but really they're actual stupid retards and stuff. And they need school to like succeed in life. They like genuinely need to actually learn how to teach themselves and learn processes to actually like get taught. I was fairly confident in myself and I was like, man, I'm pretty good at talking to people. I know how to slide into like places that I shouldn't be and stuff like that. Just like talking with people. I'm pretty sure I'm set. And got into college as well, dropped out within like the first year. And I've been, you know, I'm 26 now, man. So I'm looking pretty good in life. Well, I was still working full time during college, and I actually got offered a job to manage at this banquet facility. I would have basically about 200 staff underneath me, and I'd be running events. It was, I mean, I was only 19 at that point. It wasn't good money. It wasn't good money by any means, because, you know, being a 19-year-old, not even out of college, and someone's offering you a job. Yeah, it's like someone was making a mistake, but I was willing to benefit off of it so I can learn, because that was basically what I was telling him, man. I was telling him, hey, you know, I can, you know, obviously I've been working for you for like 6 years at that point. It was, you know, as a server at the place. And I'm like, my boss quit out of nowhere, and I was like, dude, I'm 19, I'm ready to go. My balls are big and my mouth is even bigger. Like, I know how to like lead people. I can run an event. I know how to do all this shit already. Put me in, coach. And he actually believed me. So it was a horrible idea, because I was shit at my job, man.
Don't expect to know what you want right away. Just don't expect to know what you want right away. Nobody does. And when they say you have to have it all figured out by high school, don't worry about it. I still don't know what I want to do. And, you know, I think currently that's fine. I was being pressured since middle school. It's crazy. It's like, stop trying to force these kids to figure it out. That's why people end up being miserable their rest of their lives, because they don't have time to figure out what they actually want. Because everybody's telling them they need to know already. Currently, there are 3 important things in my life. I am happy in life. A, I have a wonderful fiance. B, I have a leopard gecko, and she is my pride and joy. She is my child. And 3, this game, because you can meet so many people who are like you.
Hell yeah.
Shit. Okay, that's actually a good one because some of my boys from high school are here right now. These guys, something I never realized at the time, is when I leave high school and get a job and enter the real world, I'm not going to have as much time to spend with my boys as I want. And these boys are the ones from high school. I've met people after high school. I've met people at my work that I'm friends with. I've met people in college that I'm friends with. But at the end of the day, the ones who stuck with me the longest and are the best mates I've had are the boys that I met in my high school. And, it's not like I expected to ever go away from these guys, but I just never appreciated it as much. I used to sit inside on my computer too much in high school, and these boys I know are fucking way better than that.
Okay, all right. So high school, how I feel about it. So basically, if I'm just being honest with you, I just graduated last year, and I don't know how I feel about it yet, because I feel like if it was important, bro, then it would contribute to like my job that I like want to like pursue in the future. You know what I'm saying? But I want to be a rapper. I want to be a rapper in reality. You feel me? So do I think it was important to me? Nah. If I'm keeping it a buck. I mean, but check me out. Do I think it? That's my opinion. Do I agree with people that think it's important? Yes, because some people actually like. There's actually some classes that you can like use as a career path. Like you can take math classes and like become a math teacher and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like English class can help you be an English teacher. But it's like if you don't want to be a teacher, like what classes are really good for you? Other than like those like how do you say it? Those like I'm trying to figure out what it's called. Those like extracurricular classes, like where you gotta learn like law and shit. Like if you want to take like a law class, you want to be a lawyer or you want to be an investigator or some shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like other than that, like if the core classes though, like math, reading, and I mean I can understand reading and writing, so we can all like read and write as like people, and like it contributes to English and shit. But like math and shit, like if you're not trying to be a math teacher, like pursue like any type of math career, bro, then like I just think it's like useless.
But obviously that though, that time in your life, like while you're in high school, you're growing up and you're also in school. I mean, there's so many different aspects to it, bro. Socially, like your friends. Exactly. So like some people have no friends, bro. Some people had a lot, you know what I'm saying? And those people are obviously going to grow up to think differently. They're going to grow up to raise their children differently, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you, it impacts more than just you. If I was to look back on it, I would say I'm definitely thankful for like how I went about it. Me in high school personally, I wasn't one to try a lot, because I always just kind of like saw through it, and I always thought it was just so ridiculous that they had me doing what I was doing, you know what I'm saying? Like I just, for me, I always wish that it was like college, you know what I'm saying? Like you go to college, you pick what you want to learn about, and you learn about it, you know what I'm saying? I didn't ever want to do all that extra stuff. Exactly, yeah.
Not at all. Dude, the more I think about my time in high school, the more I realize how almost utterly useless it was, almost in every aspect. It sounds depressing, but not really. I just kind of look back and I'm like, high school was just kind of a blip in my many years of living. Many people say it's very influential to them, I guess. Maybe if you like, were into a lot of sports, it's the start of your academic career. If you made many academic achievements, then maybe, I guess it may be huge for you. But for me, I just kind of, sailed on the boat.
I dropped out sophomore year.
Oh, yeah, he dropped out. For me, not really that important. No, we're friends online.
Yep. God, fucking idiot.
What do you mean?
He has dementia.
I do. Where am I?
Well, these are like serious questions.
Yeah, we're joking.
I didn't have money for summer school, and then I wanted a job.
Yeah, I already graduated. I'm just chilling out, just doing things, Twitch streaming, doing videos, living, hoping I don't die tomorrow, just stuff like that.
Do not be afraid to be yourself. Don't, because if you do, you are going to be hiding who you really are, and you do not want to do that. Trust me, I've done that for years. I officially came out as a trans woman back in my 9th grade year, like right after the school year ended, and I'm like, yeah, this is who I am. Afterwards, I started trying to basically live as how I wanted to be, but not everyone's gonna like the decision you make, but hey, again, don't hide who you really are.
Don't worry about whatever the people say. Like, I kind of worried. I was so like self-conscious about myself. Now I'm learning, I'm looking back on it. It's like, what was the point of caring about like your looks, your what you thought. There are a lot of people who are still to themselves, kind of thing. Like, don't worry about other people too much. Loosen up.
Ooh, starting off strong. That's starting off strong. I'd have to say high school was definitely some of the most important years in the development of my personality, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'd say all of that. Honestly, I tell myself all the time that like the life I'm living right now didn't really like actually start till like 10th grade. This is when I like started. I guess I hit that like instance of puberty, I guess, where you like stop acting like a child. I don't know.
Not important at all, because the person you were in high school does not matter once you get out of there, and you know who your real friends are after you graduate. I would say you're gonna have shitty days. You're gonna feel like no one cares about you and like nothing is ever gonna matter. Here's the thing. High school, it doesn't matter. Just do your assignment, pass. Just don't worry about it, because like I said, your real friends will show up after you graduate. Once you break out of that socially awkward maze that you call high school, you're gonna figure out who you are.
It's like you're developing your sense of community and your identity. I don't know, it's been a while, man. I'm 31, so it feels like a long time ago for me. Maybe they're a little bit closer to high school.
29.
About almost the same.
Pretty inconsequential as far as how my life has progressed, but pretty damn influential as far as my development as a person. So academically, not very important, I would say. Socially, extremely important. I wasn't a popular kid, and I certainly didn't help myself by my own actions. So I guess if I had advice for anyone in a high school, it would be, or any level of school, I guess, is try and engage, try and be involved in the world that's going on around you. Some of it may seem stupid, and some of it might be, boy, that's hard to concentrate with.
Very important for building friendships and communication. Besides that, nothing else. Yeah, I would never negate high school because you have the social aspect. And that's how I became like a social butterfly, is because I went to like 7 different high schools. And so it made me like grow. It made me grow as a person. I left high school and then I went into a law firm, and that had nothing to do with high school. So I'm just saying, you don't have to have an quote unquote education to make it.
To kind of echo what he said, like networking, I learned a lot about communication through different groups and stuff. Like I joined a debate club, and that helped a lot with communicating with other people in general. Because like before that, you're kind of like really young. All you really do is like sometimes mess around, play with your friends. You don't really actually have like those deep discussions until you get older. So it's a really nice learning experience to have like people around your age to discuss like more serious topics than just, you know, games. People grow up. They aren't kids anymore, and even if they still have a lot of things to learn in general, at least it's that transition period where you learned quite a lot of stuff you can use in your future adult life, basically.
You miss it? It was so fun. Like, really fun. I missed so many opportunities in high school too with the girls. But yeah.
I can only say 1 year. I can only say 1 year I missed out with the women. Grade 10, bro, I really started going off, bro. Yeah, I really went off.
It was monumental in the development of my early and formative years. Well, no, I don't think it did form. I mean, like, I feel like I was faking it in high school, and then I didn't really start learning who I was until like a couple of years afterwards. Yeah, I mean, I guess I did like the fact that I watched a lot of movies and wanted to be a director. That's one thing that I did take from high school, all the movies I watched. But other than that, I don't think it had anything to do with my personality.
Well, now my current job, I don't really use what I learned in high school that much, unfortunately. You know, actually, yeah, I do. I'm glad I went to public school instead of being homeschooled. Kids and people developing their social skills, you know, growing up. You need to be around people your own age, and being in a public school environment allows you to be around your peers and learn social cues and how to handle yourself in situations without supervision, I think is the correct word.
It's a hard one. High school, educational wise, it was fine, but I feel like I learned more socially through there. Like, I don't know if I'd be social as a person if I was homeschooled, you know? Yeah, especially after you get out of high school, you realize, like, shit, like, I'm not gonna find any new friends unless I go out and look for them.
Not very important in retrospect, to be honest. I guess it was just because I had my group of friends and I didn't really grow as a person that much in high school compared to afterwards. So it didn't really affect me or like have a big impact on my life.
There was a time that I personally came out of my shell and started socializing. As a kid, I went through some shit with family. I lost my brother when I was young, so I kind of clammed up all through middle school. And then my brother was a freshman in high school when he died, and I got to go to the same school he did. And luckily, some of the teachers were still there that knew him and knew me, so they kind of really helped me out of my shell and got me to socialize more.
Well, high school for me really did shape the way I see social situations and people. Let me explain. I kind of didn't mature as quickly as other people in the early years of high school, and I paid the price for it pretty much consistently throughout every single year. Everybody had already formed their own groups of friends, and I was left wandering around straying, finding something to grasp onto. And that's why I appreciate the friends I have now, because I know what it's like to be void of any. If you were talking academically, I guess it improved me, but I mean, when does it not, you know?
I don't want to speak shit about myself, but I think I peaked in high school. Like, I was popular, and I had the most friends I've ever had in high school. Like, now I'm super introverted. I have a hard time making friends in real life, but I still have some friends from high school.
I think people spend too much time focusing on creating for others. Like, you get stuck in this mindset of what will give me numbers, what will give me this, what will give me anything, but they kind of forget that making something for yourself gives you the most out of anything else. And so you should always create for yourself, not for other people.
Wow, that's really good. That's better than mine.
Tired of everyone waiting for a handout. I ain't even finished my spitting. I'm a basic rapper, so I ain't beat around a bush. I'ma speak what be written. History gonna be rewritten. See me pull up on a picture rolling up my windows. Come on, it'll be tinted. Back to back off of the vibes. I'm switching my rhymes cause my OG told me and Key going back to back. That ain't come. Yeah, spit will be recorded. Back to back like Pippen and Jordan. They trying to search me up. Me? Search me on a G. 1-2 punch. 1-2 punch. Rest in KD. Name a better duo. I'll wait. Name a better duo. I'll wait. All streaming platforms. Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, OG Data on all platforms. It's OG space DD. OG space DD without the 1X.
Kindness is contagious. When you are kind, you inspire others. Be the spark. Spreading kindness merchandise available now.